Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if this is your first time. Today we're going to be talking about the top 3 places to eat on the southwest side of town. Not
Yes.
the west side, the southwest side. So stay tuned. All right, everyone, like I said, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if this is your first time. If you didn't know, this channel is where we talk about everything related to where to live, work, eat, play right here in the Pikes Peak region. So if that interests you, please consider subscribing, hit the little like button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our future updates. And also, if you didn't know, we're licensed realtors here in the state of Colorado. We love making these videos and helping you guys figure out where to do all those things here in the Colorado Springs area. But more than that, we love helping our clients find their dream homes. So if you have a housing need here in the Colorado Springs area, reach out to us. In the description box, you'll find all of our contact info. We're the guys who answer the phone calls, emails, text messages, all of that. So definitely reach out to us. If you have any questions on that, we'd love to help you out. Without further ado, top 3 places to eat here on the southwest side of town. Number one,
right behind us.
Edelweiss. Absolutely love this place. Very authentic German food here, as I'm sure you could guess from the name of the restaurant. Yeah, absolutely delicious. I love coming in and getting their Jaeger Schnitzel. That's probably my fit. Well, the Jaeger Schnitzel, and then their I guess you'd call it an appetizer. I don't know. The pickled salads that they
Oh
do
yeah.
are
It's
so
like the classic
delicious.
German salad. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Edelweiss is it's probably one of the first good restaurants that I came to in Colorado Springs, circa 2005, probably. So
Yeah.
it's been here for a long time. It's very very authentic. I lived in Germany for a couple years, so for me to say it's pretty authentic, I mean it. It truly is. The Hefeweizen that they have, the beer they have, is really really good.
Yeah.
Like Sam said, all their schnitzels are good. Whatever kind of schnitzel you want, it's super good. Just everything's really authentic. I mean, I think it's moderately priced for like a nice quality sit down restaurant.
Yeah.
You do need reservations a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm. It
We're
gets
here.
busy.
We're here probably. I don't know what time it is. Like 3:30 on a Tuesday or something probably.
Yeah.
So right now it's not too busy. But if you want to come here for dinner, definitely recommend getting reservations for sure. But
Mm-hmm.
Edelweiss, southwest part of town, man, it's definitely one. It's one of my favorites for sure.
Oh yeah. Another good thing about Edelweiss, the German chocolate cake here, man.
Delicious. Yes,
So good to die for.
it is.
It is very
Yeah,
good.
good desserts, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
and you can reserve a room here if you want to. Like if you have a work event or something like that, or a party, you can definitely. They have like community rooms you can reserve in the back. So
Yeah. It's a big
and
restaurant.
there's a basement too. We've had parties down there before in the basement as well. So anyway, Edelweiss is definitely a great restaurant on the southwest side of Colorado Springs. And we should probably say when we say southwest, it's kind of a little nebulous probably, but
Yeah.
I think in general we're probably talking Highway 24 south,
Yeah.
and then I-25 west.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That section, 80906 zip code, is probably the main zip code down here. But that section of Colorado Springs, when we say southwest, that's really the biggest area that we're talking about.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So Edelweiss, if you like German food, don't miss it if you're here in Colorado Springs.
Nope.
Another one.
Carlo's Bistro.
Oh man, Carlos Bistro. This is right off of Highway 24 on 21st Street, I think it is.
Yep.
21st Highway 20. It doesn't look like much. Honestly, it looks like an old gas station or something probably. It's this little tiny, like little boxy looking building.
Yeah.
But it's a bistro. So I mean it's more expensive, a little bit smaller portions, but still pretty decent.
Oh yeah.
But just really, really awesome quality food. If you want like kind of that just really good bistro food, that's Carlos Bistro is definitely one to check out for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, a little bit more pricey, but worth every penny there.
It's more like a special event, date night, celebration kind of thing. It's probably it's been a little while since I was there, but I think it's probably $100 a plate, that kind of thing, plus drink on top of that and tips. So, if you go there with your special someone, it's probably $200 to $250 by the time you get out the door. So, not some place you're going every day, but if you want really good quality food, it is definitely something to check out.
Yeah.
And like a lot of bistros, it's a rotating menu, so it's not the same stuff all the time. It's kind of chef specials a lot of the time. So, Carlos Bistro. I was gonna say there's one other one too. I just thought about this. It's down off of not Star Ranch Road, but Cheyenne Boulevard, kind of down by Lake Avenue and 115. It's called Walter's Bistro.
Oh
It's
yeah.
pretty good as well. I've been
Yeah.
there a couple times, and I think Carlos is probably a little bit better, but Walter's Bistro, also in the southwest part of town, really, really good food too.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So number 3, I'm gonna throw this one up there.
What you got?
I think it's a great place to eat. Great price point, and just a really fun time overall. You can make a whole evening out of it.
Ooh, I think I know where you're going.
Yeah, Ivy Wild, right
Yeah,
over here
it's
actually.
right across that way. Yeah.
Yep. Super, super fun atmosphere over there. So Ivy Wild is actually an old school. Gosh, I don't know how long that school's been in existence.
I don't
Turn
know.
of the century, pretty much.
Yeah, probably like early 1900s. It's old.
It's
It's
very
old.
old. Yeah. It was shut down sometime, I don't know, early 2000s,
Probably
something
something
like
like that.
that.
Yeah.
And kind of sat vacant for a while. A lot of people didn't know what to do with it. Well, Bristol Brewery went in, anchored a spot in there, and kind of helped transform the whole space.
Yeah.
And now there's actually several different, vendors in there. So you have Bristol Brewery, which is actually a pretty massive brewery.
Yeah.
Brews beers for all over the state and all over the region, and excellent, excellent beers over there. And when you go into the school, they actually have a little deli and coffee shop called the Principal's Office, aptly named.
Right.
Axe in the Oak Distillery is actually in there as well.
Yeah.
They have a really cool event space that they turn the old gymnasium into. So, corporate events and different things like that. And then Bristol actually went ahead and had a barbecue place recently attached to it. And I got to eat there the other night. Totally forgot the name of the barbecue place.
I've not been to this place,
but it is delicious. So
okay.
It's literally like a little Connex shed that they like cook this barbecue out of.
Nice.
It's absolutely fantastic. And they've kind of expanded like their whole patio area. So Bristol's really like 2 levels. You have like all the brew area and all that stuff on most of the lower level. And then you have like the Bristol tap room and everything upstairs. And so on that downstairs level, they've actually expanded, opened a second tap room on the downstairs level. And then that kind of pours out into the patio space. Barbecue space is right there.
Nice.
So you can walk up to the window, order your barbecue, walk over to the tap room, all right there on the same level, grab your beer, wait for your barbecue to be done, and enjoy the whole evening there. So
nice.
It's definitely a great place to check out. If you haven't been over there before, I'd recommend kind of checking all of it out at once. I mean, it's a really good evening. Bristol's beer is great. Axe in the Oak makes good whiskey, and my favorite drink they make the smoked old fashioned.
Okay.
That is absolutely delicious.
Is that the one that's like smoking a cigar without smoking a cigar?
Yes, absolutely. So they actually use a cigar, pump the smoke into the drink. Don't ask me how they do it. They get super scientific with it. But it's absolutely delicious, and you can just make a whole evening out of that spot over there. The vibe is great. So, yeah.
So Southwest Springs, Edelweiss.
Mm-hmm.
If you like German food at all, don't miss it 100%.
Even if you don't like German food.
That's true, yeah. Even if you don't like German food. Or if you don't know if you like German food.
It changed my mind. I didn't know I would like German food this much, but I do. Yep.
Definitely check that out. Carlos Bistro, if you want kind of a little bit more intimate dining experience, definitely check that one out. And then, yeah, like Sam said, Ivy Wild, that's just a good night to have. There's several different things you can do there. Yep. But I gotta check out the barbecue spot now. I didn't know that was there.
Yeah.
We mentioned Walter's Bistro as well. We said 3, but like we do every time whenever we talk about food, there's always more than 3 places we can think of in any part of town.
Yeah.
So another one, that little bonus for you, because when we think, a lot of people, myself included, even people from out of town, when you think Southwest Colorado Springs, a lot of people are thinking of the Broadmoor.
Yeah. 100%.
I mean, that's just like a lot of people think of the Broadmoor.
Yeah.
So a couple of things to just kind of recommend to people is, I believe they're doing it now. They canceled it during the COVID situation, but Sunday brunch at the Broadmoor is delicious. Yeah. It's a buffet, chocolate fountains. I mean, it's wonderful. It's again, it's the Broadmoor, right? So it's not going to be super cheap. I think the last time I went, it was probably like $75-$80 a person, something like that. But it is unlimited.
If you want to get rid of the Sunday scaries for the start of your week, go have brunch at the Broadmoor.
Go have brunch there, because mimosas, always good. You can have, prime rib for breakfast. That's always good, right? And you could put prime rib in chocolate fountains if you want to, I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
that's delicious. And then the other place, what's the other place down by the Broadmoor?
Oh, Golden Bee.
There you go.
Yep. Love the Golden Bee. It's a really cool, I would kind of call it a little bit of like an upscale pub.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't have like that dive bar feel by any means. Not that there's anything wrong with dive bars.
Nothing wrong with those.
Nothing wrong with dive bars, but kind of a little bit of an upscale pub. So you go in, there's usually someone in the evenings playing music to kind of entertain. And then they do, they're kind of famously known for doing yards of beer.
Yes.
You can actually order like a legit, like giant glass with a giant bulb at the bottom that holds a full, you know, cubic yard of beer.
It's like you're in the Caribbean on vacation.
It's like you're in the Caribbean on vacation.
But you're in a fancy piano bar.
Exactly. And then they do a pastrami sandwich down there that I absolutely love. And
there you go. Yeah.
it's just great pub food, great ambiance. So.
Yeah, it's a cool location. It's right on Lake Avenue, right before you get to the Broadmoor, just off on the right hand side. So, yeah, that's a really cool place. Man, this Southwest Colorado Springs, there's not a ton of restaurants. I mean, there's a lot of chain stuff like we always talk about, right? But there's just a spattering of really good restaurants that I think that you really can't go wrong with any of these.
Prime 25's over here.
That's right. Prime 25 is right over here.
Yeah.
I think it's the back of the building right there. It's a steakhouse. I have not been there. I've heard really good things about it. I know the gentleman that owns it, but I haven't been there yet. There's another place called Burrowing Owl.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people have told me this is really, really good. I think it's literally right behind the Edelweiss here as well. So you're kind of seeing this part of town close into downtown is experiencing that revitalization that the downtown area has seen over the last several years. So a lot of this area didn't used to be that nice, honestly, but you know, stuff's getting torn down, new stuff's getting put up. So some new cool restaurants are coming in as well as part of that revitalization. So yeah, anyway, Southwest Colorado Springs, if you want a nice meal, there's a lot of options for you, but some of our favorites, Edelweiss, go over to Ivy Wild for kind of the whole evening thing. Carlos Bistro if it's a special celebration dinner. Hit up, go over by the Broadmoor if you kind of want to get a nice brunch. And like I said, put prime rib in chocolate fountains. It's perfect in every way, man. If you guys have any questions, not just about where to eat in Colorado Springs, but anything about Colorado Springs, like we always say, where to eat, work, live, play, whatever it is, definitely reach out, call, text, email, hit us up in the comments, whatever we can do to help you make the best decision possible. If you might be thinking about a move to Colorado Springs, love to help you out.